Hello everyone, my name is Fletcher. I'm here today with Anton on behalf of the Change Champions to present AMICUS, a professional development toolkit designed to teach change leadership through structured, transferable experience.
A 2011 study from the University of Colorado found that simulation-based learning can increase knowledge retention by up to 89% when compared to traditional methods.
AMICUS leverages these findings, presenting itself as a scenario-based simulation built on proven change models such as Kotter, McKinsey, and Kubler-Ross.
AMICUS isn't a game. It's a toolkit for developing change leadership through immersive decision-making.
Learning about change is one thing. Doing change, however, AMICUS can help you with that.
Despite strong investment in leadership development, most programs fail to simulate the tension, ambiguity, and pushback that comes with real change.
This means that leaders rarely get to trial change strategies, observe consequences, and adapt under pressure. AMICUS addresses these demands, offering model-driven decision-making where participants practice applying change models with experiential scenarios.
AMICUS positions itself as the needed bridge between learning and doing.
AMICUS is a solution for organizations that are bolstering their leadership abilities, particularly those undergoing or preparing for AI transformation.
The toolkit is directed for internal use, training change leaders from middle management to the executive level, the people responsible for setting company direction, aligning teams, and driving transformation.
Delivered through workshops, leadership development programs, or staff onboarding and training, AMICUS helps leaders rehearse real decisions in a low-stakes environment, aiding in their mastery before real-life exposure.
AMICUS is structured around established change models including Kotter's 8 steps, the McKinsey 7S framework, and Kubler-Ross model.
Each model offers a distinct learning lens. Kotter's is regarded as foundational in structured transformation. McKinsey's 7S is widely used in strategic consulting for internal alignment, and Kubler-Ross brings social and emotional dynamics into the forefront of the transformation journey.
Grounding scenarios in these frameworks allowed participants to evaluate decision-making with scrutiny, giving change leaders tangible exposure to strong theoretical frameworks.
In AMICUS, participants play the role of a business manager driving AI-led change within an organization. They navigate realistic workplace scenarios where they must use critical decision-making to improve or deny, engage or ignore, and escalate or de-escalate to their liking.
At any time, participants can choose to progress to the next level. However, continuing forward or delaying your advancement too late will affect their overall performance.
Each decision affects the participant's value of cash, morale, and a hidden change level. The unknown variable of change level ensures the players approach scenarios critically, holistically, and intuitively, replicating real-world scenarios where progress is often unaccompanied by clear metrics.
The simulation is designed to succinctly reflect values for change without losing resolution. This ensures participants experience realistic circumstances without building beyond the scope of our objective, developing real change readiness and management.
The anger stage of the Kubler-Ross model reflects frustration, blame, and tension as people react with emotional resistance when confronting change.
In this scenario, bonuses have been distributed primarily to those implementing AI in their workflows. While intended as a reward for AI adoption, it's triggered resentment from others, feeling their efforts are undervalued.
The participant must choose to reevaluate bonus distribution or ignore staff sentiments.
Staying silent diminishes morale, eroding organizational trust and incentive to perform.
Conversely, acknowledging the oversight and renewing the process reinforces transparency and fairness, values essential to embed lasting change in the culture.
This scenario highlights that employee recognition must evolve alongside transformation. In the absence of fairness, progress can become resented.
The acceptance stage marks the turning point when individuals begin actively contributing to the transformation, often without being prompted.
In this scenario, a team has begun drafting an AI guide for new hires. It's incomplete, but the initiative shows positive motivation.
The choice is whether to refine the guide, supporting the team with resources, or treat standard operating procedures as HR's responsibility, following procedure.
Investing resources into developing the guide increases morale and change momentum, reinforcing the idea that initiative is encouraged and valued.
However, pushing the task to HR diminishes both morale and change momentum, as engagement is stalled and unrewarded.
Acceptance needs reinforcement. When people step forward by their own initiative, Leadership's response determines if the change remains in the culture or slowly fades out.
Kotter's second stage emphasizes the importance of building a focused and credible guiding coalition, a team capable of leading change and structuring trust across the organization.
In this scenario, the engineering department, a group passionate in driving AI transformation, have asked to join the organization's guiding coalition.
Initially, their enthusiasm and experience in driving change can seem like an asset, but expanding the core guiding unit comes with risks.
Integrating engineering boosts morale but slows progress. Too many voices can quickly dilute clarity. A guiding coalition should be informed and passionate, but also tight and focused.
Denying their requests does the opposite. Change momentum increases, but at the cost of the engineering team's morale. It's a reminder that at this stage, securing change momentum is critical, even if the cost is making unpopular decisions in the short term.
Kotter's final stage emphasizes the anchoring of change in an organization's culture, ensuring that the transformation is maintained beyond the project deadline.
In this scenario, the AI rollout has succeeded. The question now is to redeploy the AI championing team to revenue-generating roles or retain them to secure the transformation in the long term.
On the surface, redeploying the team seems practical, boosting immediate cash flow. However, it risks losing change momentum and advocacy that helped embed the change culture in the first place.
Redeploying the champions was successful at bringing forth short-term gains, but at a steep cost: morale and change momentum. Without champions in place, the change culture quickly corroded.
Choosing to retain the team strengthens cultural integration, but requires ongoing investment. Lasting change requires nurturing. Sustainability, not speed, determines long-term success.
In the McKinsey 7S framework, systems refer to the formal and informal processes that drive daily operations. Change here can be sensitive, especially when the systems in question are deeply embedded.
In this scenario, the system for handling returns is slow and prone to error. The team has developed a sense of ownership over it, but it's slow in performance, and there are quarterly KPIs to achieve.
The participant's choice is between highlighting the problem and replacing the system immediately, risking disruption, or press on and delay the change, accepting inefficiency in the short term.
Choosing to replace a process increases change momentum, but morale takes a hit as staff feel overlooked and disrupted.
Delaying protects team morale, but at the cost of failing change momentum and the potential for more frustration down the line.
This scenario highlights a common transformation challenge: to act decisively or wait for the right time. In system scenarios, communication and respect are essential in bringing forward lasting change.
The style framework in the McKinsey S7 model shows how change is driven through leadership behavior and reinforced through influence across the organization.
In this scenario, a senior manager offers to formally back the AI rollout. They have influence, but they also have a reputation for being a micromanager, often sidelining team input.
You can accept their backing, accelerating change but risking control, or continue with the internal project leaders driving the rollout with less backing and resources.
Supporting the manager increases pressure and lowers team morale. Their presence takes away the team's ownership, even if the manager's intentions were good.
Leaving the project in the hands of the team strengthens morale, boosts change momentum, and aligns with long-term change integration, but demands more time and resources.
This scenario reminds us that strong style isn't just to build from the top down. It reflects a pervasive cultural alignment in the organization, ensuring long-term sustainability.
AMICUS develops instinctive decision-making by placing participants in realistic tensions, not hypotheticals. It builds awareness, judgment, and adaptability through structured repetition and reflection.
Participants learn to balance competing priorities: finance, morale, change momentum, navigating complex trade-offs like overwork versus burnout, transparency versus morale, tech readiness versus stakeholder inclusion. These are tensions that can't be solved through theory alone. They demand experience.
The simulation ensures reflection, helping leaders better anticipate resistance, adjust pacing, and identify critical tipping points.
Through these experiences, players internalize change model core values, reflecting, enabling real behavioral changes that define effective leadership.
AMICUS bridges the gap between learning about change and realizing it, approaching transformative theoretical understanding into high-level transferable experience through decision-based practice.
we're inviting pilot partnerships to deploy AMICUS in leadership development programs, transformation initiatives, and internal training settings.
If your organization is preparing for change or already in the thick of it, AMICUS offers a safe, structured opportunity to rehearse real decisions.
Together, let's move on from theory to real experience. With AMICUS, effective change development is only a few decisions away.